Evening, Georgie. No, I haven't seen the trailer yet. I'll have to check it out for the next Fortnite season. Oh. Does help if you turn YouTube down now. Yeah, no, I haven't seen it yet. I'll have to check it out. I was going to start by saying I've been a busy beaver today building. We'll go into explore mode. Actually, what I will do as well, give me a second, because I can get rid of that heads up display just so temporarily. What? Well done, cat. That's how did you fall off the back of the TV unit? Alvin just fell off the back of the TV unit. What is it? Anime based or what? What should we expect from the next season of Fortnite before I jump into looking at this? Or is it Fallout? But is it Skyrim based? Is it Elder Scrolls? What? What's so good about it? I'll have to watch the trailer then, won't I? They haven't put the trailer out actually on PlayStation, otherwise I'd have watched it. There we go, we got rid of the heads up display. Power Rangers. Oh, you were saying about Power Rangers. Yeah. Well, I've been busy. We only built the entrance last night, which was literally just the feeding station and the research station. But yeah, I've been busy building some other stuff. The snow has gone as well, unfortunately, but hopefully it'll come back. I've worked on these tonight, which is the vets. I need to put signs on all these. Quarantine. I've just plonked down a staff room for now, but we need to add to that staff room. But this is the main thing that I've spent ages doing, which is a trade centre stroke guest information area, which yeah, took a little bit of time. You've got some nice seating areas, you've got this ceiling, ornate ceiling, and you've got this chap. He's the only bloke in the park. He's my one employee at the moment. So I'm thinking about adding some extra stuff here. So we're going to do I need to get the heads up display back. There we go, heads up display is back. So if I reset the time, it's early morning I think at the moment, but there's no snow. When the snow comes it will look really nice. Perhaps we should take this opportunity to add some lights or lighting around the entrance. I've got a line to surface on, which I don't want. I don't want a line to surface on because I'm thinking about building a little workshop as well around the back, just with more okay, that's floating. But yeah, I want to start work on the Norse village today. That's what I really want to start work on, to do it on stream. So the new season, it starts later this week, doesn't it? Or has it started now? I'll get it on day one. I think it starts towards the end of the week, probably Friday or something. It's generally when they do it, isn't it? I've also discovered something else. Power Rangers season, that'll be interesting. Yeah, Zookeeper bin, we have proper, look at this, real bona fide that's just like the bins you get in real zoos and national parks and things. I'll put a couple of those around. I want to add some like ornaments and stuff, but yeah, I'm thinking over here in this corner we put the little workshop and perhaps a backstage area here. Although as you're walking up here, well, you'd see it. And I was here we go, the snow's coming. It's going to look incredible now. Oh, that's what I wanted to try and design. Old style radiators. But yeah, we haven't got anything to draw people in yet. Oh, is it beginning to fill? Is it beginning to fill up round the tree? Yeah. The snow would blow in really, and eight o'clock in the morning. And it's snowing. So yeah, the Norse village, I can build the Norse village sort of up on the mountains. The whole area is all this here. It's a massive area we've got to play with. You can see the line. I'll probably have to flatten some areas and things just to get some kind of a flatness in. Ah, here comes the light. And of course, I'm sticking to my no aircon on the buildings. The way the snow just covers things it's really good. I had some sort of damage to the brick wall, like this is quite an old building perhaps, it's been here for some time, the main entrance. I may add some damage onto this as well eventually. But I would think the upkeep on this would be more. Perhaps I'll add it round the back. in the bits you don't really see. And yeah, custom fences as well. And that chimney's working. Yeah, I wanted a little place where people could sit, but I wanted to put old style radiators, you know, like the big thick, but I haven't found anything that I can use for them, but perhaps I can put a couple here under this mural, or perhaps here under the windowsills, or on the back of these Norse planters. Yeah, these are just a sort of nod at what's to come, really. But you can sit here and wait for people. Let's have a look. Benches. That's a zookeeper bench. I don't know whether we have a Planet Zoo bench, which is sort of traditional theme park European classic bench. That's a bit extravagant, whereas that is more what it should be. Can't really see the colour. We'll go for that and hope that's right. Oh yeah, I need to come out of that. No. I did not mean to select pink. Oh, that is the correct colours, right? Okay, good. That's what I wanted. Really? Just sit here and watch people come and go from work. I'm thinking about having a sort of statue here, because that's direct, sort of opposite where you come in. Kind of like a statue of some kind on a plinth. And I was thinking about having a an exhibit here. However, I did find something else. But I've never built one of these, so, and it looks a bit, it's open air and a bit too modern, but it'd be good to have one of these going up the mountain. But let's jump into this. And build our first Viking building. So this will be my first time playing with this tile set, so yeah, bear with. Are these single or double? Oh, they're only single, and they're not actually affixed. They're not on a grid. Well, that could be more interesting. I was going to say, yeah, I don't know how far back we want to go. I may have to lift it up a bit more. At the moment this is just me trying ideas, spitballing I guess is the way you describe it. There is no, like, oh, I was just about to say, there is no slope roof pieces. They're all up here. Ignore everything I just said. So if we do... Yeah, it's stuck in the ground, that's no good to me. Kind of got an idea of what I want the shape to look like. And perhaps 3 across. Does that make sense? And a tapered rear. And then in there, I'm hoping this is making sense for everyone. Hope this is, or at least beginning to make sense for everyone. So yeah, it's kind of getting there with the idea, the design. I don't know whether I want, yeah. I was thinking, do I want it to be tall and imposing, or do I want a sort of low tapered roof? But evening, Ashley, how are you? you weren't here for the grand reveal of what I've been beavering away at today, so I'll quickly show you in a minute. But I'm starting on a Norse building. So the Norse village is in full swing. How are you? Oh, hang on. Yeah. Oh, and yeah. Just want it to be Friday already. Yeah, weekends are few and far between, I find. Oh, where are we? It had stopped snowing, but it started again when I loaded it up today, so loaded it up this evening. It's got a much better sort of feel to the Viking set in this. It's much darker and I kind of like it. And then I was thinking, on there like so. Now we've got a slight overhang, so it would. Oh, that's much bigger. So what might be better? Put that on there. Okay, that's not working. Well, it kind of is, but it isn't. Yeah, I know I'm in group edit. I know what group edit mode is, thank you game. Is that working better? Yeah, I'd say that's working better. And then the tool piece at the front. Yeah, kind of. Or perhaps I should just have it smaller pieces, so it's, because I think it would be better lower down. I don't know, that kind of works. And I can put my eaves on. Oh no, overlap in there. Definitely got an interesting shape now. Oh, I've done that already. Yeah, once it adds everything else in, like the base, the railings, doors, the windows, the supports, columns, it'll look a lot more interesting. And perhaps have some windows on the top here that like open up. With some ideas. Anyway, this is what I've been working on. Let's jump into explore mode. So yeah, I built the entrance with the research centre, which was this. But now I've added fences. I've added a veterinary surgery. I've got a signpost, all these. That's a quarantine. And that needs actually building up, but it's a staff room. So I need to build that. But the main thing, I love these bins as well. Very British. But yeah, the main thing is this, which is the trade centre. And the information or guest services. Which has got some seating and a ceiling. So yeah, that's what I've been doing mostly today. I've just noticed that happens to be sticking up. I don't know whether I can... Yeah, that's too low. I mean, that's slightly better. When I built it with snow, it was kind of... And I'm thinking about putting some more damaged brickwork out the back where you wouldn't see it so much, and a kind of staff area out the back here. Sorry, I just got a sudden sneeze. Not good. Thank you. Oh, you went back in stream. Okay. So I was just having a sneezing fit, which is not great. Yeah, so do I. It's an oak. I picked out an oak on purpose because I thought, yeah, that's a very appropriate tree. Sorry, I just can't stop sneezing. I don't know what's come over me. Hello, what? Oh, that's actually fixed to the... So I could build... Okay, now I'm curious. Curious George. Have we got wooden pieces that are half length? Not. I think we have. Where are they? There we go. Halo and Power Rangers. Yeah, I know it's Power Rangers because Georgie came on to tell me earlier. I haven't seen the trailer yet. I was going to say I don't know how I feel about that. I'm kind of, you know, Power Rangers will probably be quite good fun. It would just be interesting to see how they what they do with it all. But yeah, I'll watch the trailer and I'll see what I think. And it's a shame I don't have a PC because we could watch the trailer and I could react to it live on stream. But That's a pipe dream these days at the moment. I'd love to do reactions to trailers. Yeah, Planet Zoo have released another double pack as well. I can't remember what it's called. I can tell you though, hold on. Oh yeah, the Americas and Asia bundle. It's a shame you can't see what I'm seeing at the moment because I'm looking at the trailer. New animals. There's some elephants, cats, coyotes. Yep. Looks pretty good. Put it that way. Always looks pretty good when they release new bundles. Right. Let's try and get this front that I didn't intend to have on there. Good they're updating both games. Oh yeah, Planet Zoo has still got a big community around it. And Planet Coaster 2 is just in its early days. But it's a different audience, I suppose they think, or, you know, for both games. I've just realised there's 2 bits of wood sticking through the bottom there, which I don't want. So we are going to do this. Actually, I should have tested the width before I built the other side. There we go. Because yeah, the width is hello cat. Hello Alvin. What do you want, girl? Come to pester me. Alvin has this obsession with catching butterflies and trying to bring them in the house. I think she's only succeeded once, but it's a weird obsession to have. Oh yeah, there we go. So I'm beginning to like the look of this, considering it's the first time I've played with this. Poor butterflies, yeah, that's how I feel. I keep telling her she shouldn't have them. And she's decided to go clambering them out all over the place. On Arlo's toys and that, my grandson's toys. Thanks, cat. I'm just trying to get it so it's lined up, but there's no Z fighting, which is where if you have 2 textures that are trying to exist in the same plane, it flickers. Yeah, there we go. That works. It just works. I quite like that. That's quite different. Of course, I want support. See a lot of red admirals. Ah. See, you're educated enough to know what a red admiral is. Do you see any peacocks? Was it peacock butterflies? I can't remember what they're called now, the ones that have the peacock eyes on. They're all windows, right? I'm looking for doors. Look at that. We get moths as well. I found a caterpillar that was about 2 inches in length. Alvin was playing with that the other day, and I managed to get it away from her and put it on the bush. And I wondered what it was. It was a hawk moth caterpillar, and they're massive. Hawk moths, I think, are pretty big as well. So to find that, I was like, oh, that's quite impressive. There must be something near here that they like. Yeah, I don't like moths. They're just nighttime butterflies. Why? They're no different. Butterflies actually fly nicely. Moths just crazy. Moths fly crazy because they're attracted. They navigate by the moon, and when we have our little lights on, they think they're the moon, and they fly into them and get blinded. So that's why they're flying crazy, because they're blind. It's not their fault. So yeah, these are the animals we've got a choice of. Yeah. Poor tortured animals, really. African leopards. African penguins. Grab spurred tortoise. They fly in my face before. No thanks. Well, yeah, but you know, they didn't do that on purpose. They can't see your face. They're blind. Oh, I thought that was it. I thought there's not a lot of animals. Yes, we've got alpacas now. Alpine goats. I may or may not have purchased a couple of packs today. We won't go into that. American standard donkeys. Arctic foxes. Arctic wolves. I know, but still don't like it, especially if it's a massive moth. Yeah, it's annoying. I would think Asian small-clawed otters. Next page. Water monitors. Camels. Tapir. Tigers. Binturongs. Rhinos. Wildebeest. Black and white rough lemurs. We don't have lemurs or prairie dogs in this area. Or wildebeest. Bongos. No, don't like bats neither. I'll see if I can find some bats for you then. Capybara. Caracal. We'll have some bats in our zoo. Cheetah. Pangolian. Leopard. Peccaries. No, actually cancel. I don't want that. No. How do I cancel? Oh, I didn't want that. I ordered a peccary. Well, that blow. We now have peccaries. We've got a custom seizure. She's not bad. I've just brought a peccary. We're gonna. She's fairly old as well. She's 5.4 years old. Right, okay. I'm now going to have to become a peccary. USA, Mexico. Yeah, North and Central America. She's not going to like it in the cold areas. It's going to be cruel. Mature males related to alpha become outsiders. Guests flee from. Need some wolves, yeah. They can share their habitats with... Yeah, but I'm going to have to get rid of her. I feel really bad, but, you know. Oh, I've just realised. Without certain members of staff, no vets or caretakers to deliver animals. Yep, I know. Where are they all going? Oh yeah, they will wander up here because the actual entrance, according to them, is here. Not here. I'm like, where are you all going? Which is good because they'll actually clean this area, but you know, I don't want them to. Like this zoo is batshit crazy. They've hired me, and yet there's no animals, no nothing. They've lost their mind. I can't do anything with her. Yeah. Move. Can I just... I can't even send her to the vet. I can send her to... I'm guessing that's where she is already, in the trade centre. I'm just going to have to build an enclosure, put her in the enclosure, destroy the enclosure. Yeah, we need wolves. And things like that. Let's get back to building this. It's far safer. Thought it crashed when I was building. It does. Oh, did you use my trick of making the budget bigger? Because that could be the reason it crashed. Look at these doors. These are brilliant doors. No, that I was just thinking that might be the reason, because it causes more crashes and problems when you use that. Like glitch, so just be careful, be real careful with it. Arctic Eve. Well, you say that. This tile set's quite nice, isn't it? We just need some posts. Yeah, some posts would make it really nice. I must say, I don't know whether I've spun it the correct way or not. I had, it would seem. That has to be the worst pirate I've ever seen. Right, Vikings. Lots of Vikings. Yeah, building in Fallout 4 is a very patient endeavour, I find. It's very... No, that's not what I meant to do. You have to be extremely patient. And sort of stick to your guns with... Or have a good idea of what you want to do. Because the budget doesn't allow you to do half the things you want to do. It is restrictive for a PS5. And PS5 could handle a lot more, but built a nice house with vault parts. Ah, yeah. I couldn't get on. I say I couldn't get on with the vault parts. I found them very awkward to build vaults with. And that's what I found. But I was building up lots of a little, yeah, lots of settlements, and I was going to put videos on my channel. I think I have put one on my channel, or I recorded one and then just never released it, which sounds about right for me. I go in guns ablaze and have these great ideas, and I'm like, and I just get dissuaded because I think, well, everyone else has done this. I built them outside, not in the actual vaults. Yeah. Oh yeah, I got that. I'm just saying I find them very awkward to use, even in the vaults. I just find the tile set quite awkward to use. My favourite is like the Far Harbour, the warehouse, and the, you know, with all the glass and that. But I like a lot of light to come into my buildings. Yeah. So I'm impressed that you've managed to stick with the vault pieces, is what I'm saying, and build something, because they make me want to tear my hair out half the time. I might have to load up my saves and do a tour of all the settlements. I think I can't remember which save it is. That would involve installing Fallout 4 though again, really. My hard drive's full of all this Fortnite data from where I got 100 crowns. A video that about 9 people watched. It'll be from my... Some of them I would have been seen on stream. because I was streaming the game. I can't remember my last Fallout 4 stream it'll be in. I can't remember which character it was. I may even have to go back and look on my channel and find out which character it was so I can load it up. Oh, what, on your PS5 you upgraded your storage space? Yeah, I know people, friends of mine have got external hard drives and stuff. I know Georgie has, so I've never done that. Yeah. I may have to look into getting an external drive or something then. Put that on my Christmas list. I'll ask, well, either you or Georgie can give me details of how I can acquire one. Yeah, it's looking quite nice, isn't it? We're getting there with it. I mean, we've got the shape and the feel. It's just, this is just going to be purely ornamental, but I want some later on to house chickens, wolves, etc. I want more in the Nord village to be housing for animals. But this one is going to have railings around, stairs, everything else. And it's just so I can get used to the tile set. Because once you start trying to incorporate. Right, thank you. I'm going to say, where's my cursor? Yeah, once you start trying to incorporate like facilities and things, it can get more complex. And yeah, I used to love whacking the radio on and listening to Diamond City and watching videos about how to build fix the castle walls and everything, and then just end up tearing my hair out trying to fix the castle walls, and then give up, go have a break, do something else, come back, continue to try and fix the castle walls. By about the fifth day I'd fixed the castle walls and was ready to build. Do you use mods at all? It's a little annoying downloading Fallout again. All the DLCs, they had to download packs in the game as well. Yeah. Creation Club, I have some of the Creation Club stuff, but I don't download the arcade pack, even though I own it, because I know there's problems with it. I don't download the any skins, because Fallout 4 has problems with skins, but at any point it can just, your save data can corrupt in Fallout 4. It's so frustrating. And they fixed it on PC, but they've never fixed it on console. Thanks, Bethesda. I've got the different colour vault suits. Oh yeah. Yeah, I've got that. That's the only thing I did buy, because I like the look of the style of them. I think I got it, everything I've purchased on that game is when it's been on discount. Fences, is that the only fence we've got? Yeah, it is. Oh, was it free? Yeah, at one point they probably they give away some things for free, don't they, at some point? Or discounted. I sometimes get things discounted. Large wooden tree. I only bought a furniture pack and backpack and a dog. The backpack is essential if you ever try and play survival, which I've tried to stream survival and people come into a stream and go, survival is the only way to play this game. You should always play this on survival. I'm like, do you know how boring it would be for people to watch you playing on survival? It just drives them up the wall. Yeah, that's the only fence and it's tiny. I mean, it's a very good fence, but if I tried to put that fence all around the edge, so we do this. Do I have any wooden fences that I could use in replacement for that fence? Dog meat's gone missing. Well, no, he'll be where you left him. I know that's a stupid thing to say, but he'll be in the settlement you sent him to, unless you sent him back from somewhere, in which case he could take a very long time to get to wherever you are. But don't worry, he'll be back. Oh, that's too clean cut. I thought that'd be good, like a rustic wooden fence. But it's too, like, machine tooled. But yeah, if he's in the settlement, like if he's in Sanctuary, you just go around to all the dog kennels. He'll be in one of them, and then as soon as he gets out of it, remove the one you don't want him to be in. Would be my advice. That's what I do. I am. No. It's playing two Planet games at the same time, i.e. Planet Coaster 2 and this, can be frustrating because the controls just get mixed up in your head. Right, we select that, okay. Wood colour 1, grunge colour, rope colour. Wood colour. Confirm. I can't even see what you look like. Why would you highlight it like that and then... Okay, yep. That works. And that is nowhere gonna... That works a lot, actually. That works very well. Yeah, that looks really nice now. Kind of like that. I'm vibing with that. Definitely all about that wood look. Material. Wood, please, Bob. I need a wood pillar. Decorative arches. Oh look, it's McDonald's. Even the Vikings had McDonald's. And that's my Arctic eaves with roof ridge. Roof trim. Those windows are tiny. Yeah. I like that post. I want to use it somehow, but I don't know where I can use it. Perhaps I should use it as a proper post and not... I just want kind of wooden beams or something, but... Conservation blinds, slats, they're quite thin. Conservation slat cladding. Look at this. Oh, you can't see it because of the snow. East Asia unpainted timber. They're good, but they're way too big. They look too light and colourful in contrast to what I've already got there. It'd be good if I could colour those posts. That would be more helpful. Sorry, talking with my hand over my mouth as I'm thinking. Such a bad habit. Yeah, like this is... Oh, that might be better. Alright, let's go. and that's too polished. That definitely works better because at least it's got kind of yeah, it's got patina, it's got like a pattern on it, kind of feels correct. And I can use full wooden pieces, etc. So yeah, lots of wood in this, I think, for a Norse village. I'd like to. Something's interfering with my headset. Hold on a second. Generally, when taxis go by, their bloody radios interfere with my Bluetooth headset. A white elk in Fallout, in real life, bloody rare in real life. In Planet Zoo, albinos are really rare. Albino radstag, yeah, they're fairly rare. If you saw it in the mainland, then definitely very rare. If you're over in Far Harbour, you're more likely to see one. Far Harbour's awesome though. Just, it's a shame that you have to go in and retrieve Diva's memories, because that bit is absolute. Like, whoever greenlighted that? Like, oh, it's a really good puzzle. Yeah, it's really good. Do it a second time. No, I'm not doing that. Exactly. Exactly. Every single Fallout player will be saying the same thing. There are actually mods to skip that entire section. Yeah, that was what I was asking. Do you use mods for your building? Because I've used a few myself. Like, not Creation Club, but mods. Especially for my building, if I'm going for a certain look, that's where I've kind of felt tempted. Because I'm like, well, I just don't have the tile set, and these things are in the game, so it's best not to, because you run a higher risk. So finish your game, and then if you want to mess around with mods, do it with your settlement building. Do it at the end, would be my advice. Because if you're partway through a game and it crashes because you've got mods installed and you lose all your data, yeah, not good. And I think I only modded one settlement, and I tried to keep it to maybe more grass and trees everywhere. Oh yeah, I have seen that one. I don't like it. It's an apocalypse. I mean, although Chernobyl's kind of points out the fact that nature would reclaim a nuclear wasteland very quickly, but yeah, I tried that one. I was just like, it's too green. I want my wastelands to be like a wasteland, really. That's why Appalachia's a bit of a juxtaposition in Fallout 76. You're like, okay. But 76 isn't that bad, I don't think. I think it's got better over the years. Although Georgie was saying that they made only glowing masks rare now in Fashion Acts, so they kind of ruined that. Well done, Bethesda. It's the canvas bag debacle all over again. Right. Kind of thinking that's what we need for our you can play it solo, but there are certain events you have to do with other people, I would say. $176 pieces so far. Yeah, if you're curious as to how many pieces this is, 573, but then you've got all the walls in here. Because it was brick in here, I had to build walls there. Like all the walls inside are actually separate. So you've got limestone walls. So yeah, it's about 600 piece build this. And I haven't finished. This zoo's got no animals in so far. A bit of a shit zoo really, aren't we? It's a type of dog, a shih tzu. We'll get there. I think had bears and wolves. I could add bears and wolves, you're right. And I could throw that peccary pig to the wolves. But I've ended up with, by accident, we got Arctic wolves or timber wolves. What do you want? What? Let's have a look. Animals. Animal market. Species search. Wolf. Can you have moose? I love moose. Yeah, I like a moose. I'm not a frozen yogurt sort of person. Moose is much more my thing. We've got Arctic wolves. Maned wolf. Timber wolves. Timber wolves are a classic wolf, aren't they? So we can have some timber wolves and we can have some Arctic wolves. What's the difference? What is the difference? I don't know whether we've got moose or not. Moose? We have moose. Look, we have moose. Where are moose? Well, moose are, yeah, northern species, so very much Viking area. Look, Canada, USA, Norway, Sweden, Finland, Poland, Lithuania, Latvia, Estonia, Belarus, Ukraine, and Russia. Moose are on. They should deploy them on the front line. Moose. Sorry to get political on people, but. Males do not eat for 2 weeks while they focus on locating gun and something with a mate. Males and females will bellow to signal to mates. Oi! You! That's what they like. They bellow it. They're massive. I would love to see one in real life. Well, they're not too far from us in the UK then. Or, yeah. The sort of thing that if you can't, if you're unfortunate enough to hit one for you or the moose, then it's kind of game over, isn't it? For both of you. The car and the moose. I kind of want the snow to go so I can build, building a moose enclosure, a wolf enclosure. I mean, we've got plenty of animals. Moose would be... yeah, I mean, I'm not saying it's the sort of thing I want people to do, or I wish upon a moose. I quite like most animals. I don't think there's an animal I dislike, actually. Oh yeah, tarantulas. Screw them. Furry overgrown spiders. Nah, not doing that. Black widows, they're insects though. Yeah, spiders. And I went to Australia. I mean, I'm not scared of spiders. I'm just like suitably cautious around them. I would say that'd be the correct way of saying it. I think because black widows have enough venom to kill you about 25 times over or something stupid. They're just or redbacks or whatever they are, little diamondbacks, the little tiny spiders, black widows, all those. Yuck, no. Hundreds of ants. Australian huntsman spider hiding in your shoes. Yeah, but a huntsman spider is massive. You can see them. It's the things you can't see that are more likely to kill you. That was the problem. And that the tiny little spiders that have more venom in them than... Am I right saying venom? Is it venom? Yeah, it is venom. Yeah, I don't want to see one. Yeah. Just, but if you see it, you can run away from it, is my point. It's like running into a snake on the road, a black mamba or something. You've seen it, so you know where it is, and therefore you can remove yourself from the situation safely and not upset it. The only time you would see, if you see a huntsman spider in your house, then don't know about that. They're so fast. Well, I don't think they're going to run after you. They see a person and think, I'm going to run after them. I've seen a video. There was a guy I used to watch. My boys used to watch. Who used to do toy reviews, but he was an Australian, and there's a video of him catching a huntsman spider in a bowl on the ceiling. I'm like, stuff that. There's no way. No, not get me doing that. How are we doing on this nice wintry day, folks? Are we all happy? Yeah. I did get chased by a chicken once. Well, a rooster. Hardly the same, is it? Oh, those deadly chickens. There's the evil beastie. What, behind the chicken? No, it is the chicken. Oh, I nearly soiled my armour because of you. If you get that reference, then you've seen Holy Grail, Monty Python and the Holy Grail. Talking of, dun dun dun. Oh, look at that, Alexandra. Your most feared enemy there, Ashley. It looks quite mean as well. Evil looking thing. Evil chicken, yeah. England. Just right there at the very bottom of the UK. They are Sussex chicken. He's a bit -7 to 42 degrees. I'm gonna have nightmares tonight. 2 to 80, up to 8 males, 79 females. Jeepers creepers. Guests can interact. You can interact with them. No. What do they like? A curio ball, a mirror mobile, small bubble machine, sprinkler, forage box, slow feeder, fruit spike tree. Sussex chicken was formerly recognised as a breed in 1902, although it was developed several decades earlier. All breeds of domestic chickens likely stem from a single domestication event of red jungle fowl in Southeast Asia. Trade and subsequent breeding with other wildfowl have distributed chickens throughout the world and given rise to many distinct regional breeds. Sussex chickens are one of the Sussex chickens. God, that's a bit of a mouthful, isn't it? And one of the oldest breeds of chickens in the United Kingdom. A coronation variety of the Sussex chicken almost went extinct because they got turned into coronation chicken, did they? These white chickens have bluish grey hackles rather than black, and were developed for the coronation of Edward VIII. A combination of colours, white feathers, red comb, and blue hackles were meant to represent the colours of the Union Jack. What? We bred chickens to represent the colours of the Union Jack? FML. Seriously. Most breeds of domesticated chicken come in two size categories: standard and bantam. Bantam, a smaller variety. The name stems from Indonesian city of Bantam, where live poultry was supplied for long sea voyages. Smaller fowl sold in the city were useful for limited space on ships, and such became known as bantam. We learn something new every day. I can't believe they bred chickens to look like the Union Jack. That's just... Yeah, but see, I can do standard habitat. We can build like a standard barrier. I'm going to have to work out how the, like, how the interactive things work. But the chickens, well, I can build an enclosure and put them all, like, put the Norse village, and I can have them roaming around, and guests can walk in and interact with the chickens. So, kind of. You can give them a large area to have your chickens running around in. But I need to know how to do that. I don't know how you do that. I mean, I wouldn't imagine it's too complicated, but if I play the level with it, then it will get, yeah. So, and I don't want to build a standard looking enclosure. See, you have these brilliant things called null barriers, and they are invisible, but your animals won't go through them. And what they allow you to do is build natural looking barriers, and that is awesome. Okay, theme, no, content back photos type, property, biome, okay, tiger, temperate, tundra. Yeah, I don't really care if it's, as long as it can survive in a autumn leaf litter, you can put that down. So, rocks, ice rocks, snow rocks, tiger rocks, tiger, temperate rocks, tundra. See, you can build a all these rocks are now in Planet Coaster 2. See, Planet Coaster 1 we had hardly any rocks, and everyone was like, putting the zoo rocks in Planet Coaster would be awesome. They did, except for these cladding rocks, cladding pillars. They put all this in Planet Coaster 2, and everyone was like, And then they were like, you can resize them, and everyone went, oh, that's amazing, being able to resize rocks. And it kind of weird is, really, I'm not going to lie, because these are just standard size. However, if I'm building a, kind of want to build a don't align to surface. See, my concern is if I build a rock type enclosure, can the wolves climb up my rock enclosure and out? That's my concern. It'll be fun. What's a few milled guests, you know? They'll soon learn to run away. I could, with that barrier, we could, with the barrier, just build the barrier. Let's go terrain. Get off there, please. Terrain, please. Yeah, I can just build up our coffee. Yeah, is it? It's nearly break time anyway. I will be. Oh, that's a nice rock. That is a nice rock. Oh, stop putting angle snap of 15 on. So I'm building a cave, basically, if anyone's wondering what I'm doing. I have had problems with building caves in Planet Zoo in the past. They don't always work. They're frustrating, irritating, but they look good when they're finished. Mind you, I tried to build a cave for elephants before. Just as long as they've got enough clearance. Like, if only that bit of rock could be bigger, I could just, and I thought I could resize it. No, I can't. Okay, we're kind of giving up on the Viking build, but I'm just bored of building. I need to build some nature. We haven't given up on the Viking build, by the way. We will get back to it. Just kind of need a break from, and the Viking village is going to have chickens and all animals you can interact with. That's the idea. So I think that'll be nice. You could put one-way glass looking in there. Like over here, I could build a kind of one-way glass bit. Do we have? Right, let's just clear theme. Emissive decals, glass. It does have one-way glass in it. I know it does. Yeah, look, here we go. I've favorited it. Of course I have. 2x4, 4x4. So this. So we could have a kind of wolf viewing platform. And the wolves would be, the wolves would know everyone was looking at them because, oh my glass, it's facing the wrong way. Well, it's not very good one-way glass because I can see through it. Hang on. If I make it white, would that be better? Would that work better? It definitely works better the lighter it is, doesn't it? No, what, have you changed the colour? No, I just selected the colour I wanted. Game, seriously, confirm. Right, let's go back to nature. So I can fill that in around that, and then we're going to have a nice rock viewing wolf habitat cave that we can educate people about wolves. I'm kind of thinking it's got to be timber wolves, doesn't it, to start with? Or are we going for Arctic wolves? Or are Arctic wolves just for special occasions when you have guests over? Don't worry about him, he's harmless. I love it when dog owners say that. Don't worry about him, he's harmless. And it goes and gets really aggressive with you. And you're like, yep, certainly seems that way. Whereas my old dog, Mason, if I was calm around people, he was calm around them. But I wouldn't have liked to have gotten his bad side, put it that way. He was a shepherd, German shepherd, and would have could have done a lot of damage if he'd have wanted to. But he was ever so nice. Ever so nice. And loyal. Anyway. I'm getting distracted. But he reminds me of a wolf. He was, yeah, having a shepherd is much like having a wolf, I would say. But yeah, I encounter it in my work. I encounter lots of dogs, and the owners always say things like, "No, don't worry about him. He's harmless." And then you're like, "Yeah, I'm sure." So I'm just talking about dogs because I was talking about wolves. So I'm just chatting to myself about dogs, or anyone that's listening. And saying about how Mason was a lovely dog, but I don't trust owners when they say, "No, don't worry about my dog, he's harmless." And you're like, "Yeah, I'm sure he is." And then it starts barking at you and being really aggressive. Yeah, we needed a break from building. I've been doing buildings all day, so kind of needed a break anyway. Look, want my glass, so they can't see very well. I had to change it to white though, but you can see in, and that's going to be their sleeping cave, hopefully, if I can get it to work, is the theory. Oh, whoa. How are you getting on with your building? Where are you? I didn't even ask which settlement you were building in. Oh, I can hear Scruffy. Scruffy remembers Mason, our dog. He was a kitten when Mason was around. Submits to smaller dogs. No, I didn't let Mason get near other dogs. That was the one thing he, because they bark and think they were tough and that. I remember somebody round the corner, she drove around in a mobility scooter, she had this dog on there, it was like a bulldog or something, and she was like, one day, "My dog would rip your dog to pieces or something, it's really tough," and it kept barking at Mason. So one day, I didn't let Mason go near, I walked over the road with Mason on a lead, because one time he pulled me over. He saw the dog in the yard, in the garden, and I didn't see it, and I fell into the road and it ripped a hole in my jeans and ripped a hole in my knee. So I was like, "Yeah, we're not going for a walk today, Mason, because I can hardly walk." So I took him back, and then another day we walked, and I took him over the road to near where that dog was, and he just barked at it once and it backed off. It was like, I was like, "Yeah, your dog's real tough." This stupid woman, like, "Oh, my dog." Who goes around saying that? "My dog would rip your dog to shreds," kind of thing. That was the thing with having a German Shepherd. But people used to ask, "Is he friendly?" And I'm like, "Yeah." If I was with him and I was talking to him or whatever and calming him, and he knew I was all right, he was all right with it. They're an intelligent dog, but that's why the police use them. They're very intelligent dogs and very loyal and quite strong. But yeah, I don't know, some of these newer breeds, like these bulldogs and pit bulls and things, that are bred for, were originally bred as fighting dogs that people are having as pets now. I'm not so sure about that. What kind of dog have you got, Ashley? That's where you tell me you've got a pit bull or something. Luckily I haven't been around horrible owners like that. Yeah. No, I've only come across one person that's been like mean about it. But she lives around the corner from us, and she's got a different dog now, but she always rides around in a mobility scooter with a dog riding on it with an Irish Doodle. I'm not familiar with, I can't picture that breed off the top of my head, but I'm sure I could look it up. It's not as cool. When I was younger, I was fortunate enough to stay with two police trained shepherds. Yeah, that was an experience. And I was only 11, I think, at the time. and they were big, strong dogs trained for one purpose only, and they spent most of their time outside because they were weapons basically. But they were ever so nice. Once they accepted you, that was it. Hybrid red setter and poodle. Oh right, okay, yeah. But yeah, lovely. Oh yeah, look, that's proper shelter now, isn't it? We can extend. We're getting there with our wolf shelter. I need to build the rock up on top. My only concern is I build this and then it comes from the poodle. Poodles can be vicious, but they're not generally. They're just a bit weird, I think. They have a weird, strange temperament. What makes me laugh is people that say, "Oh, I love dogs. I'm a fan of dogs," and then you mention foxes, and they're like, vermin, fox, and it's like, you do know where dogs came from, right? You know, you've just got a domesticated fox living with you. That's all a dog is, a domesticated fox. And I think we used to believe it would take a very long time in evolution and breeding to change from the fox before they became like more dog-like, and I think an experiment was actually they looked into it, and it's a lot quicker than we initially thought before they become, you know, a fox can become like a domesticated dog. It's a lot quicker than people initially thought. I mean, not that I condone people doing experiments like that, but you know, it's been done, so the data's out there, unfortunately. Or fortunately, should I say. Because we know the answer now. Here's an interesting question for people. How do they feel about AI? I know lots of the internet is against AI because they think it's going to steal our jobs and all the other things, and I'm just hoping it'll make certain things easier. Like, I think if companies, the only problem is people say about the water cooling side of it, aspect, and that's a concern if they need to do. Oh, Darth Vader was good. Yeah, it was an enjoyable addition, but people argue on an ethical scale about yeah, I think it would be good in like Fallout games and that to have conversations wandering the wasteland in the context of the game. You know, and if you asked them about something, I'm not a fan of it though, to be honest. See, I don't like. People are concerned about it getting better and stealing art, but, and I understand that, and I think creatively, I don't think. I mean, one day I'll probably be able to create art better than people. But yeah, movies, well, content. Anything that requires a soul and a bit of personality, I think, shouldn't be. I mean, there's that, who's that YouTuber, Kwebbelkop is it, who's been making AI stuff, and it looks awful and just weird and just uncanny valley, but he's determined that it's going to be the future. I'm not so sure, because creative endeavour requires a soul, and I don't think a machine can ever replicate a soul. Yeah, you could make a picture that looks really good, or a piece of art or whatever, but it would lack something, I feel, but I don't know. One day it may be able to replicate that, but then if AI is good enough to replicate that, then it's almost sentient at that point, in which case we're foobarred. You know, because then it is a dystopian nightmare coming true. But if AI is used in the correct way, like if you're a creative person and you use it to talk, to have conversations, to help develop ideas, or you use it to develop ideas, or you discuss things, because it may think in a way that you don't. I can see its uses. So I can see the for and against with AI. That's my issue with it. I can see the for and against. Yeah, AI Darth Vader was funny though. My videos are a testament to that. And I think in video games AI could be entertaining. But then, do you need a massive server or loads of water cooling systems to, you know? And it's going to have to be connected to the internet, and so I can't see it being a viable option unless they're able to put a basic form of AI into games in the future. Yeah, it can be good, but I think it's mostly bad things that will come. Yeah. Well, you know, just watch Terminator 1 and 2, really. Don't bother with the rest. Terminator 1 and 2 are the only ones worth watching. And that's... I think it can be used in. I can think it can be used in good and bad, and I don't think all bad will come from it. Possibly, but I don't think it's all bad. I think where it's used to replace jobs is an issue and concern. If it's used to enhance our working life, though, that's a different kettle of fish. I think that's a good thing. Like there's lots of boring menial tasks and paperwork in a lot of jobs. Whereas if you could just dictate to an AI as you're going around, you could say, right, complete this for me, do this for me, please do that, you know, and all this. Then it would make you more efficient at your job. The worry there, though, is if you're more efficient, you'd be able to do more, and therefore there would be less of you needed to complete the same tasks. But I'm sort of someone that's always, like, ever since the Atari days, I've always seen the benefit of technology. As well as, well, I've seen both sides of the technology, really. And I can't say anything because I enjoy playing computer games, and I just don't like AI art videos or music, to be honest. No, AI created, I don't think, I agree with that. As I say, I think it needs a soul to create. Like, I will ChatGPT, I've spoken to about some things, and it will say, would you like me to sketch an idea for that? And it will come up with something, and I'm like, well, I can tell that's a computer made image just by looking at it. And it doesn't, you know, it's not like a painting where I'd stare at it for hours looking at each intricate brushstroke and things like that, or where a good photo where you think, where is that in the world, you know? And I love the composition and things, because whilst AI can mimic certain things, there are things that happen even with photography that you can't predict, and that's what makes some of the best photographs in the world, you know. And things like that are the best creative endeavours. So yeah, it's a tricky one, but I understand the concerns people have with it being, and the way it's being developed now, I think is it's kind of being let loose a bit too much. Like, I don't know how much testing has gone into it, but there we go. Anyway, people are going to leave my stream if I keep talking about this. We'll drop the subject. This is a wolf enclosure, just in case you didn't know, if you're late joining us. This is a wolf enclosure. We're building something for wolves. Although, is it timber or Arctic wolves? We don't know at the moment. And ignore the floating Norse building over here. We'll get to that eventually. See, I could build a proper, like a fence. I could build a fence for the wolves, or I could build it just. I've just thought I was going to build wood. Grade 4, climbable. Electric fence. It's I don't agree with that. I know. No. I was talking about Red Dead Redemption 2 just now. Oh. Yeah, do you see the posts I put on the channel the other day? I put them on Sunday, Ashley, because we were talking about Red Dead Redemption 2, and I said about my parks and that. Morgan Park was it was someone else reviewing them, but they were my parks. Morgan Park and Golgotha were the two I put up. Golgotha's ever so short, it's about 20 minutes. But yeah, that's Planet Coaster 1, where I couldn't scale anything, so obviously it's quite a bit more of a challenge to build. And there are certain things that are in Red Dead Redemption 2 that just don't exist in Planet Coaster. You should try Red Dead online around Christmas. It makes the whole map snowy and blizzards. It's nice to see. Yeah, as I say, I've never played, so I may have to just dive in to give my thoughts, review, give an experience. See, do I build a wall out of rock coming along here to continue the rock face, and then do we put the barrier? See, yeah, I don't know how to. I did see it, but I haven't checked that video out yet. Yeah, it's my friend Iron Matty. I say my friend. Yeah, my friend Iron Matty doing it. So it's his view, you know, his opinion. But yeah, his reactions sort of tell you how good or how bad my parks are. He didn't play much of Red Dead Redemption 2. He watched a few of my live streams, but he didn't play it. He played a little bit himself. He's like, I realised how much time you would need to play that game. I'm like, yep, it's a big one. check it out after this. I was going to have a break actually in a minute, but I'm just trying to think. I don't know how to go about. Yeah, I don't know what to do with this barrier. Any suggestions on barriers, people? Yeah. It's a real shame that you can't trees. Well, that's no good. Wolves could just walk past the trees. It needs to be something that's going to stop them from escaping. Look, that'd be good. That'd stop nothing. Trees. I'm getting trolled here. So I just stopped in my tracks because that's exactly like my father's fence. That's what his gate's like. They're friendly wolves. Friendly wolves that turn your face off. Yeah, those like lever to open fences like that. It's really. It's a proper. You have to proper. When it was new, I remember it being really tough to just move it. And that looks like it's actually got a mechanism in it. Yeah, his is just like it just bends basically. It's tough. Yeah, there it is in its full fence glory. Could recreate my dad's house on in Planet Zoo. Yeah, so we've got a wolf den in inverted commas. It would jump over that. I know they would. These are the problems I am encountering, and this is why I'm. They couldn't get over. I mean, that's quite tall. And what your wolf's going to be? More rocks. Yeah, but I think the rocks. I think they can climb on rocks. Let's add them together. Properties. Let me. Coverage not connected to habitat terrain. Yeah, but you could be. Yeah. I mean, a rock face perhaps along here, but you want to be able to. Guests want to be able to see in. But the only thing I could have that's not climbable. I don't think they need electric fences. I mean, most of them, most like predator enclosures, they have, I think, normal fencing, and they have metal fence, like electric fence, sorry, on the other side. So they have like a double barrier. Does that make sense? In real life, and if we want to kind of make it feel a bit, because I mean, so far I've got it quite British and real life looking ish. So you got, say, chain link like so, and then your second barrier runs around like that, and it's electric, but it's, yeah, it tends to be smaller. So I could perhaps do like a realistic, so it feels like a real zoo enclosure. Bigger one is better, yeah, but you have a double one. That's an electric one. So you have the big one. Yeah. Yeah, I kind of like that. We'll do that. We'll build a proper enclosure, but I'm gonna have a quick break, quick 5 minutes. We'll try and we'll build up a habitat. We need a gate as well. I need to think where we're going to put the gate, because we're going to need to bring the guests round here. So I might put the gate here, and then we'll null barrier it all along there and all through there, and then put our wire mesh, a little pound as well. We're not going to have a dog pound, no. Pond, oh. Yeah, a little pound, I was going to say. That sounds a bit cruel. Can't have that for our wolves. Yeah, we might need to bring out a sort of flat rock off here, I'm thinking. And there's a gap there, so we'll... Yeah, I don't think so. I don't think that's a... I don't think I'd condone that for our doggos. Oh, I was talking about Mason, my dog. I might have to call one of the wolves Mason now. We might have to do that. But then I'll be really sad when he finally leaves the zoo. Bring up old trauma. Yeah, they are kind of. I'm kind of thinking, and I'll need a flat rock. A flat rock? A fat rock? I said I was going to have a break, didn't I, about 10 minutes ago. This is what Planet Games do to you. You're just like, yeah, I'm going to go and do something in a minute. 12 hours later. And you're still here going, yeah, just do this, yeah, just do that, yeah. What do you mean? I've got to go to work in a minute and I should have gone to sleep. Oh. It's terrible when I was when I used to work in the games industry. I used to stay up sometimes till like 4 o'clock in the morning, get about 3 or 4 hours sleep, and then just go to work the next day. Like a zombie all day. Not good. Okay, that might be. Yeah, because now look, I've got a flat bit. We can bring the fencing off. It overlooks the building. Can you imagine looking out your, working in these offices and looking out your window, and you've got wolves running around opposite where you work or opposite where you live? You'd have to chill the blood. Oh, I perhaps should add more windows up the top here. Yeah. Well, perhaps I will at some point. We'll get round to it. I may add more details to this build. We shall see. And I may raise that up. I don't know. I shall see. I mean, it's like nearly 600 pieces as it is, but we may add to it. I don't even know what our complexity meter won't be much at the moment. It's once we start, yeah, we're only at 7%, which is darn good going, really, if you think about what we've got in there. That's the entire entranceway. Mind you, if we're only 1/10 of the way there and we haven't even got any animals in, it is going to have to be a mini zoo. And I think we're doing it. Whatever, we'll only ever be able to build mini zoos, but that will allow us to explore lots of different themes and ideas. But this one is a Yorkshire in the snow. Anyway, I'm going to have 5 minutes break. Don't go anywhere, people. I'm just going to have a quick break and then I'll be back shortly.
Or not. Can't do that.
Hey. Freeze.
Right, I'm back. I can't believe she says she loves her job. There's no animals for her to take care of. There's nothing for her to do. Vets, like, she loves her job. And yet, there's nothing for her to do. Oh, it's gone dark, has it? Okay, well, we will bring it back to the light so I can build the barrier and get there with it all. So let's build this barrier. Red brick would fit the classical, however, I think we can go chain link. Curved? No, we can go straight. Straight section. I kind of like the idea of a curved. Just a slight curve. And now we're going to go straight again. Now curve it. Let's make it a bit bigger. Yeah, 10 meters doesn't feel very realistic to me. Alright, okay. It's a shame I can't go. Alright, we go there. And then I'm going to null barrier it now. Kinda. It's kind of awkward going through here, but there we go. And if I just edit this, No, if I... No. I'm going to select the barrier, edit barrier. Of course, I need a gate. Habitat gate. Wood habitat gate. Glass. I don't know whether I need to raise it up actually. I may raise it up as well. We'll have that. Let's oh, I thought I'd selected it all, but okay, so that looks... Yeah, I could perhaps add more rock there. Just to give it a bit more height. And a pond was a suggestion by Ashley. Isn't there a hole at the back of the cave? No, it's glass. That's one-way glass. So, yeah, they can... Guests can look in, but no one can get out. There is a little bit of a hole by the looks of it there, but we'll just... Our wolf cave. Are we going for the classic timber wolf, or are we going for the Arctic wolf? That's the big question. Both. Well, we can't have both in one enclosure. But perhaps we can have both in, yeah. So this first enclosure, I'm thinking perhaps timber. Your classic timber. So it's quite low round here, the fence. It feels kind of low, the barrier. No. Edit barrier, please. Still feels quite low here. No, I didn't want to select all that over there. Right, let's try again, shall we? Right. Let's build our path. Snap alongside barriers, please. Alright, what's wrong with here? Oh, the terrain. The terrain is... yeah. Flatten to surface, smooth it out. Right, hopefully that's good enough. No, it's not. There's something it doesn't like there, isn't it? Well, you say obstructed. Well, what am I obstructed by? Terrain modification failed. Aha. You've done it. Why are my angles snapping? I don't want that to happen. Alright. I don't want it flicking up like that. Oh, I suppose. It's a shame I can't make it go flat. May do. Yeah, it's Wednesday. I might do Oblivion. I haven't played Oblivion for ages. There's no point in doing Fortnite until we get... Ooh, that's... Yeah. Look at that. That's not gonna work, is it? I'd like to be able to level it out now, and it's a shame I can't make it go flat. Doesn't that make any sense to people? I know if I do this, yeah, hooray, that's what I was going for. Then we've got a viewing platform, and I can build something around that. I could possibly put a shop here as well, and a few other things. It's just so awkward to work on this terrain. We want a little pond. Right, let's smooth that all out. And then we're going to add make it rocky. Put some soil around the edge. I'll see what I feel like tomorrow night, but yeah, I haven't played Oblivion in ages, and I'm like kind of want to get back into that as well. And there's new Fortnite season coming up, so I'll be playing that a bit. But this is quite a good game to stream because I don't get stressed or anything with it, so there is that. Rough water, calm water. Alright, we're going to have to do something. We're bringing our pig. Anyone get the pig? Yep. Here we go. Everyone's like, but it's supposed to be a wolf enclosure. It is, yes. It will be. Don't worry. We have a plan. We have a cunning plan. Now I'm going to order the timber wolves and chuck them in there. No, they're not. They're not going to attack the poor pig because the pig won't be there. Injured? Oh. She's injured. Well, I kind of feel bad now. I can't sell an injured pig. We might have to make... It's too cold for her as well, I bet. Like... terrain, yeah. She wants a lot more soil and sand. And she hates the snow. Yeah. She's injured. Yeah. Fix her injury, sell her. I'm trying to sell the... Oh, Scruffy's jumped in front of the TV now. Do you like Planet Zoo, Scruffy? Is it your favourite? I kind of feel bad for her, but this is not the environment for her. But there we go. You actually see them. I've never... Where are you taking her? Back to the habitat. I can't release her to the wild. That door is jank. Look at that. Can I sell her? Alright. She may just have to go back to storage then. A little pig pen without the snow. We could build an indoor area. We may have to. Let's go to Animal Market. Let's get rid of the Sussex chicken. The killer chicken. Oh. We have Arctic wolves, maned wolves, timber wolves. Interestingly, before I get a timber... Oh, look. Pictured in the snow. Perfect. Northern Hemisphere. Yeah, perfect. For our environment. Alright, we're going to order a couple of wolves. What we got? He's got longevity. He can't reproduce. She can't. Zantara. What's Abigail like? Abigail's not looking much better either. Private zoo. It cannot be released to the wild. Jackson looking pretty good. Jackson's not very big, but yeah, a lot of the wolves aren't very good. Them two are our best bet. Jackson and Abigail. Adopt, adopt. Oh look. Quick trade, that's what I wanted to do. We can get rid of our pig. She's... Bye. Pig's gone. I can open my zoo. Sorry, I know that was a bit cruel getting rid of the pig, but she wasn't in the right environment. The ecological zoo is now open. And then we need enrichment items for our wolves. Once a wolf gets here, they're probably going to complain about the terrain, but we can sort that out. Hang on, what's the problem? Low welfare. Oh yeah, yeah. Cats, what are you doing? Knocking over bottles of drink. Well, why have you got low welfare? What's the matter with you? Social? Social group space. What? You've got loads of space. Is this not big enough for you? Oh, cleanliness. Temperature's fine. Terrain's fine. I was talking with the muted there. I was saying, yeah, space. It's saying it's not got enough space, but I don't understand why. Because they should have enough space. He wants trees. Oh, it's so annoying. There we go. What are you doing, cat? Alvin's jumping around like a lunatic. Just attacked my leg. Welfare at 0. Does that mean she's got welfare issues as well? Yeah. Water bowl, we'll whack that in. And we need feeding. What would they feed from? Jetty bedding platform. No, we don't need that. Rotation line feeder. I can't believe it's saying space is an issue. I don't know why space is an issue for them, unless having a pond is not a good idea. and it takes up too much room. We shall see. A box to play with. Have they got anything? Be good if we had like feeding bowls of some kind. What's this? Food tray. There we go. Obstructed. Okay. We cannot place it there. Bit weird that it says obstructed like on the flat surface. Oh, it's obstructed by the other object. That's what it's obstructed by. I want to move that, please. Food quality, we want the best quality food. Why is our welfare so low? What is the issue? Space. There's loads of space. I don't understand why that's putting our social 0. Yeah, I know what you're saying, low welfare. Although I disagree with you, game. Because I may have to turn off certain settings in the sandbox mode if it's saying, because that's rubbish, you know. We're like, there's no reason for them to. They've got plenty of room. They've got an amazing shelter, and it's saying they've got no space whatsoever. So they're majorly stressed, and it's like, well, no. The only thing is, I could think, is the null barrier is causing issues. Zoo. Why are you so frustrated in that sense? This is the reason I think I stopped playing in the first place. Was right. Animal welfare. Total welfare will be 100% subcategory. Animals can still die. Yes. We'll turn that off. Social groups overcrowding. No habitat space requirements. That's what it is. Sorry, what did you say there, Ashley? So building fence around the cave. Yeah, but that would just look rubbish. So now, yeah, there we go. Much better. So space is not an issue. There we go. Because it's stupid that you can build your own custom habitats and it goes, nope. Because there's plenty of space for them. Appropriate plants, please. And we want some trees. We want some rocks around our pond. And see, I know a lot of people do turn off a lot of the settings when playing this like sandbox mode because of how frustrating it is. That larch tree's too big. Thank you. That null barrier just deleted it. We want something like Scots pines or something around the, and some rocks around the. I tell you, I went mental when I found this. Not in a bad way. I went onto forums and was like, I can't believe this is in the game. Look at that, British summertime right there. Stinging nettles. I was like, I can't believe they put stinging nettles in. That is so good. I was like, I can build proper summer zoos with nettles all around the areas. I was like, it's amazing. And people are like, are you really that excited about some nettles? I'm like, yeah. If you've ever been to a theme park, you've ever been to on a picnic, you've ever been out in the summertime in Britain, stinging nettles and dock leaves, you know them off by heart. You just know them. That's it. You have to survive. Scots pine sapling. Of all the things to get excited about, I get excited about stinging nettles. But they do transform. I mean, if we'll perhaps do a summer zoo, and I will put stinging nettles all around the backstage areas. It's a shame I can't change the size of the trees, because then we could have more variety. But yeah, we've got some rock pines, and we're going to go rocks, please. Tundra rocks. Yeah, you want little rocks. Not big rocks, little rocks. Oh, that's a big rock. In saying that, put one big rock in. That's really good. When you put it underwater, it actually knows it's underwater and adjusts appropriately. I've forgotten how good this game can be and how how quirky it is in other aspects, i.e. when trying to build. Look at that, the walls. We're going to build you some nice plants around and everything. I might wait till it stops snowing and then fill your place up. Your zone. First person shooters. Not. I don't really play them. I mean, I play. The closest I get to playing first person shooters is probably Fallout. Yeah. And that's not a first person shooter, that's a RPG really, isn't it? Let's be honest. But I do like the first person aspect. But I like the horror aspect with the ghouls and everything scaring the crap out of you when you're in the subways, and the story and the immersion and everything else, which is lacking in 76, which is a shame. Because it's, you know, or running into a death claw in the dead of night, you know, when you're low level and you know you're in for a tough fight, or you're going to have to run and things like that. That's what I enjoy about the Fallout games, I would say. Alright, oh, we haven't got any donation bins. Finance. What colour do we want our donation bins? Yeah, Virgil. Of course I know Virgil. You forgot to save him after I complete the main game. Oh, there's several ways you can go about doing things with him. It's quite good. You can lie and, like, for a better turn of phrase, feed him to the wolves. You can do loads of things with old Virgil. I quite like him. We need some education though, don't we? We need some education boards. But yeah, you can do a lot with Virgil. He's quite a good character. We need to tell people what they're looking at. Here come the guests. Oh, I've just realised. Oh, okay. Oh. Yeah, I do have power everything. We've got power everywhere in this zoo. I mean, I could build a place backstage where we have a few transformers, just to, and I'm not talking about Optimus Prime, by the way, before anyone says anything. I mean, like, electricity transformer things. So we could have some areas like that, so it gives the impression that we're supplying electric, however we're not, if that makes any sense. Construction. Theme. Classic. Or Europe. Classical Europe. No, I'm looking for something in particular. As the first person come to view the wolves, we should commemorate the moment. I was looking for something, I can't see it. What am I looking for? I know what I'm looking for, I just didn't see it. Oh, there we go. It looks so much nicer with that on. Let me just get it into the right place. There we go. I think we'll delete this one. Yeah. And just copy this one over. And actually we'll grab that and that and just add them together now. Yep, now whenever we photocopy them, we'll have when we send them by fax, and have a complete thing. And I think for education we should have a talk. Oh, he'd gone back to Red Rocket truck stop. Yeah, sounds about right. Timber Wolf. So we hide that in the rock. No, it's not covering any guests at all. Oh, I know why. I kind of don't want it there. The reason I don't want that speaker there I kind of feel bad for the wolves having to listen to someone drone on about timber wolves. So we'll put it here, like this board has also got built-in speakers, so at least there's an element of realism. The zoo ticket price is great. What is this? Is it? Yeah, so far we have a zoo. I'm just going to have to build up this platform. But that's not a problem. We can do something with that. And then perhaps put a building out here. Because they've got no reason to... At the moment, the guests have got no reason to come round and use this viewing area. Hang on. I'm an idiot. Well, I'm not an idiot. I just forgot something. There is something in this game that you can put in there. It's not there. Alright, where is it? You can put in vista points basically, and it will tell the guest to come and look at that point. So if I put in... Yeah, there it is. And they'll come around and look in there. If I was really clever, I would bring the rock out and hide it in a rock, but I'm not going to do that. Yeah, so we need perhaps some patio warmers and like eating area. So a food and drink shop here. And a kind of platform. That's what I'm thinking here. So the Viking village, I mean, this terrain, until the snow goes away, I'm not going to be able to tell what to do with this terrain. I've just realised, yeah, reset. Inspector arrives in 27 months. Who's my VIP? So what do the guests think? I suppose the view of the timber wolf from here is fine. It's good to see these timber wolves looking so healthy. You can get a good view of the timber wolf from here. I saw a meme on Reddit. Fair enough, Ashley. I'm going to get some sleep in a bit anyway. I was just before you go, I saw a meme on Reddit about Planet Zoo, and there was someone stood right next to the glass, and there was an animal right on the other side, and it said, I guess the view of whatever the animal was from here is fine, ... fine. And I was like, yeah, that's what it's like in Planet Zoo. The animal's right in front of them, and then they're like, yeah, it's just a fine view. I don't know how many more wolves we can get in here, But once the snow clears up, I'll be able to add a little bit more. I'm probably gonna end stream in a bit anyway, just to add to this. They're all gathering around here. I'm thinking we might need some barriers. Keep them in check, or at least some signs, polite British signs saying keep off the grass. Right, yeah, we'll end stream there. But yeah, thanks for keeping me company, Ashley, and we'll hopefully pop back to this very soon and have much more going on. It's just nice to get an exhibit in there because we've kind of got, yeah, well, I think our prices are probably really cheap. I'm not sure, but oh no, that was, yeah, zoo options. Yeah, it's currently $3 just to get in. I wish this zoo had a food shop. This zoo is great. So cold. You can get a view of the timber wall from here. Yeah. Yeah, kinda. The zoo is very spacious. I suppose the view of the timber wall from here is fine. Yeah, it's so cold. Well, yeah, I wish this zoo had a food shop. Yep, food shop is the priority. And I think if they want a food shop, we should also put in a I'll watch tomorrow. No worries. Night. And we'll yeah, platform. Do we? Yeah, I'm kind of thinking. I don't know. I don't think concrete would be very good. Might stick with the classic, I think. Just to yeah, it's not quite right, is it? Yeah, there we go. That should be perfectly lined up. And that's what we want. Yeah, it's slightly off, isn't it? Because it's poking out on the right hand side, and it may be too far inwards from where we're viewing it now, but we'll work it out. Oh, yeah, that's awful. Oh, I'm yawning now. I'm going to need to get some sleep shortly. I think that's because, well, yeah, this isn't a major problem because we can fix it by doing this. You know, that's the great thing about having these half walls introduced in Planet Zoo, although everyone wondered why they weren't in the original Planet Coaster. But also I don't know whether Frontier kind of thought we'd go to the depths. I think they must have known we'd go to the depths we went to in our creations, because there's people like Silverette playing this who had played Roller Coaster Tycoon, and myself who had played the old theme park Tycoon games and all that, the old zoo games. Although, you couldn't be anywhere near as creative in those as you can in this. There we go. Oh. I can add some sort of rockery up there as well, I suppose. And more rocks along here. Patio heater. Some shops. I'm like, why is that not fitting? I know why. Yeah, middle of summer and I'm building a winter zoo. Go figure, eh? Oh, okay. We now have a sealed off part of the... See, I was thinking about putting the workshop in there, but we won't bother with that. See, really they're paying there. I was thinking about putting a big pond out the front here and some trees and some more stuff. I haven't even got the name of the zoo on the front. Well, we'll get to that. We will get to that. What I'm more concerned about is hopefully getting the snow to clear up, so then I can look at the terrain and add more to this sort of plant coverage and things, so that the wolves have got more of an enjoyable habitat. Before we go, any more timber wolves? Cloudy, oh, she's really good, and Xantara was the one that had issues, but Cloudy will adopt, and we'll send her here. So we've at least got 3 wolves. They're noisy buggers, aren't they? Proper going off. Ah. Ah, she's injured. Better signed. Ah. That's no good. We don't want her to be injured. Diseased animal discovered. They seem okay. Good. They want a food shop. I mean, down here you could put a food shop and a coffee shop. But I like the idea of having this platform just overlooking the mountains. Yeah, that's a nice view. We could add some more trees in the foreground. Not too many, but just enough to give it a bit more these Asian larches things that, yeah, Tahuran. We can delete them if we want to, but I don't think I want to. I kind of like them. We've got the mighty Scots pines and, of course, an oak. But yeah, we'll get to the Norse village as well. It's just trying to traverse this terrain with the standard stuff. It's really awkward. What do you want? Hunger. Oh, there are no food shops in this zoo. Well, sorry, love. No. He looks seriously annoyed. I wish this zoo had a food shop. I'm having a great time, but you still want a food shop. I'm having a wonderful... I need food. No, it's great. The logic of Planet Zoo. Anyway, thanks for watching, everyone. I think I'm going to end it there because it's getting late. And hopefully when you come back to my zoo, we'll have a bit more done. At least we've got our first habitat in, and then we can just add to all this here and just make it look a bit nicer. So far all the buildings are being classical, but I mean, I definitely want the Norse village, and I'm definitely going to have to look at how the petting zoo works, and B, perhaps how to make these buildings look even more interesting. Try and do some Viking architecture research, although a lot of it's fantasy online. Really fancy stuff's probably better to look at. But yeah, we'll get there with it all. I've got no fears. I'm really enjoying it. So yeah, thanks for joining me, and join me soon for more Planet games, or we might jump into Planet Coaster 2 because I haven't been on there for a little bit. Or we may jump into Oblivion because I haven't been on there for ages either, but we'll see. See what I feel like tomorrow night. Anyway, thanks for watching. Good night.